An interview with Team SoloMid.
Thank you very much, Rivington. I am here with your 2017 Spring Champions. It is TSM joining me on the analyst desk. Got them all in glory right here. Hansler, starting with you. You were player of the series. We've said it probably 70 times. All team top lane. Almost MVP. Are you salty about that anyway? And then redeeming yourself here, winning the final.
I don't really. It kind of sucks I didn't get MVP, but I think Arrow did play pretty well, and I'm glad for him that he got it. And in terms of impacting the finals, it didn't really matter that much. I'd rather have first place in finals than MVP. So.
Yeah, so you did get first place in finals, so congratulations on an amazing game here. Svenskeren, it feels like you always get a playoff buff. That's been one of the stories with you. You've now become the first TSM jungler to win 2 championships. That's never happened in TSM history. That's a Reddit fact. Thank you, internet forums. I imagine that wasn't pressure for you, but coming in on the stage sort of to defend the title, especially as they start coming back in Game 5, what was that pressure like to still navigate those tight situations?
Yeah, so I guess I felt kind of pressured because I had a pretty bad split, so I kind of had to perform here in playoffs. Otherwise, the whole year would just be kind of bad for me. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with my performance here in the last best of 5. But I still had a lot of mistakes, and yeah, I guess I'm just happy for TSM organization that we won and the jungler 2 times win or whatever.
There you go. That's obviously more important than TSM win overall, but congratulations on that one. Bjergsen, now to you. TSM have won, I think it's now 5 championships in North America in 9 total splits. You've won more than half of them all overall. You're now kind of the marquee player of TSM. You've got 4 championships yourself. Reggie's won 1. You've got the other 4. Talking about this continued dominance for TSM, once again being on top, keeping the crown, another 2-time in a row champion. Just talk to me about TSM and just remaining excellent for basically ever.
I think a really big reason why TSM always does well, always gets to the final or wins, is largely because of Reginald. Because every time we struggle, every time we having trouble improving or not doing well, he steps in and he reinforces those rules and the mindset of how to look at the game, and it helps us improve so fast. That's why you see oftentimes when Reggie comes in, he doesn't have to be there every scrim every day. He just enforces a mindset, a way of thinking the game, and then that just skyrockets our improvement. So I think that's a really big reason.
Yeah, and of course you guys have improved. #1 North America obviously sounds pretty great. Wild Turtle, now to you. The first few games you guys won lane so hard. You're up 20, 30 CS, and then it felt like the bot lane came back and you had some rough games in game 3 and 4. And then coming into game 5, you've got to bounce back from this. And talk to me about how you kind of focused into this one. You got the Canadian crowd behind you, of course, you're Canadian yourself, and coming back where the reverse sweep is almost there.
It was definitely extremely nerve-wracking. Just losing 2 games in a row really hit my morale a lot, and I don't know if I was going to be able to perform the 5th game. I don't think I played extremely well the 5th game, I would say, but I'm glad I was able to rely on my teammates and able to come together and overcome this victory.
And you did overcome. Vincent, now to you. Biofrost, Vancouver native to my understanding.
Yep.
Hometown for you. Crowd gonna cheer for that one, of course. And I am curious because one of the stories coming into this was that it seemed like you choked in high-pressure situations. Last finals didn't look as good for you individually. TSM, I don't want this to sound like a negative, but had a short run at the World Championship. You went up against Doublelift in the regular season, and suddenly you have a bad game there, and you're once again in the finals, and a lot of the pressure's on you. You had the game-winning bubble that caught off Jensen. Talk to me about working through now your 2nd split as a pro, I believe it is, and shutting off the nerves and making sure you're playing to your level.
I think there's a lot of criticism on whether or not I'm just getting carried or not.
Sure.
I always get those comments on whenever I play poorly in lane or stuff, but all that criticism does help me become better as a player. I always take it into account. I think about what I could do differently every game, and honestly, I'm just really happy to be here today in front of everyone here and to be able to win it all.
Did you hear the crowd is behind you? Some signs of your own face as well. There's a Who's Your Daddy sign if you missed it, by the way. That went up on camera, and it was obviously of your face. Parth, you've been leading the team for a while now as the coach. You're heading to Mid-Season Invitational. You're representing North America. You've got big shoes to fill. Sealed, you got 2nd last time around. How's TSM going to do heading into the biggest international tournament of the year?
Well, we're going to try to do better than last time, but that's not the highest standard that we can set. I think it's all just about, we know that at our best, we can at least compete against a lot of the teams that we're going to be facing there, and I'm excited to meet up against G2, SKT that just qualified. It's going to give us a lot of experience going there, and we're just going to, I don't know, as cheesy as it sounds, we're just going to try our best, and hopefully we do you guys proud.
Absolutely. Reginald, goals for TSM. You've now won more than half of all North American championships. Parth says at your best you can compete with these guys. How high are the goals for TSM as you continue to be this dominant team?
Oh, yeah, so it's really important for me to continually improve, right? And every single time we go to an international event, we always fall short of expectation, and that feels really bad. So we always go back to the drawing board and think about how we can improve. I really want MSI to be about improving as much as we can and then going into Worlds and actually showing a real performance. We've disappointed our fans for a really long time now, right? Because it's kind of all talk, because I talk about Worlds a lot, and we haven't really gone to semis, even the finals yet, for 4 or 5 years, and that's disappointing to me. And all my players, when we win the finals in NA, that's kind of an expectation when you join TSM, right? The expectation is to go and dominate the finals, and we won the first 2 games really clean. The first 3 games really messy. We have to just constantly look at that performance and improve on it, and go in MSI, try our best. And I do want to say that we're going to go to Worlds a lot stronger this year than last year, and I think that we're going to go really far at Worlds this year, for sure.
Absolutely. Of course, the crowd excited to hear you do well. This will be the last time we get to hear from you until we see you on stage at the Midseason Invitational. Would anyone like to share some final thoughts to share with their fans, to share with North America? Parting words before we see you at Brazil.
I love you, Bio Daddy.
Thanks, Vancouver, for having us. It's been amazing being here, and I really love this place. So thank you.
The crowd thanks you as well, and we thank you for all of your time and all of your hard work in the North American LCS. We'll see you in Brazil. The Midseason Invitational. TSM, of course, will be representing North America in the biggest tournament of the year so far. And for more of our thoughts looking ahead into Brazil, join myself, Kobe, and Jat on NA LCS tonight after our broadcast. We'll see you there in 5 minutes. But on behalf of myself, TSM, all the players, all the casters, the entire broadcast crew as well, thank you so much, Vancouver. Thank you for watching, and we will see you at MSI.